What is up, gamers and geeks? Welcome to today's episode, and in this one, we will talk about
what if Jon Snow's identity was revealed before Ned Stark died. Stay tuned.
And in today's episode about Game of Thrones, I'm your host, Matt.
I'm Rick.
Hey, and I'm B.
And you heard the man. What if Jon Snow's identity was revealed? Is it before or during the execution of Ned Stark?
Well, we could talk either way or both or whatever.
Well, it obviously had to have been after Robert died. Because if Robert knew about Jon being the son of Rhaegar Targaryen and Lyanna Stark, he would have killed Jon.
Yeah. Yes.
So that's a vital part right there.
Well, depends. I mean, yes.
No.
But, I mean, he was very close to Ned Stark, though. Could Ned Stark have actually talked him into sparing him and we'll send him away? Maybe.
No, he was...
Or was it that... I mean, you guys would know better.
See, Jon was already headed to the wall.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But Jon didn't know about his identity. I mean, would that have been able to free him from the wall? You know what I mean?
I think so, especially after Robert died, because he would have a better claim to the throne. But then again, the Lannisters and Joffrey would not have it.
Joffrey's my boy. Be careful.
You are him. Kidding. No!
Thanks, Reek.
Yeah, I mean, Jon would have had nobody loyal to him as a Targaryen.
Other than Alistair Thorne at the Night's Watch.
Right.
He would have been loyal and probably would have protected Jon.
Yeah, but as far as they don't have an army, they don't have lands, they don't have
Alistair was
anything.
the brother in Ned Stark.
No.
Or are we talking
that's
about
Benjen Stark.
Oh,
Alistair Thorne was
the white hair old man?
Yeah, the one that he hung after.
What? Because wasn't Thorne a Targaryen?
He was a
Yes,
Targaryen
okay.
knight.
He was a beady-eyed guy, remember? That conspired to
the
kill
old
Jon.
man. Wasn't he blind?
No.
No, that was Aemon, Maester Aemon, who
okay.
was a Targaryen
That's
as well.
what I'm thinking. Okay, that's what I'm thinking. Yes.
Alistair Thorne was the bad guy that ended up... He was the leader of the rebel.
The one that was like putting Jon Snow through some shit.
Yeah.
Clean my bedpan and all that shit.
He was
Well,
loyal.
that was the commander. The commander, he was, because Jon Snow was the steward for the commander of the Night's Watch, which was Jeor Mormont.
Yeah.
Alistair Thorne was the first ranger after Benjen Stark disappeared. He was the one who was constantly belittling Jon, like, you shouldn't be training, you should be cleaning bedpans and emptying chamber pots and stuff like that. He's the one who, spoiler alert, led that rebellion, like you said, who killed Jon.
I think that the way the Game of Thrones ended, I don't think anything you can talk about before that will be a spoiler alert. Too many people are pissed off.
That's very true.
But anyway, he's the enemy of Jon Snow, basically, but he is fiercely loyal to the Targaryens. So if he knew that he was the heir to the Targaryens, the script is probably going to be flipped.
Absolutely.
You know, he's probably going to go from hating Jon Snow to being like, oh my gosh, this is my...
So then, real quick, both of you, in your own words, describe who was Jon Snow's father.
Rhaegar Targaryen.
Rhaegar Targaryen.
Okay.
Biologically, but he was raised by Ned Stark.
Sure. And his mother was?
Lyanna Stark.
Okay.
The sister of Ned Stark.
Right.
So he was a Stark and a Targaryen.
Jeez.
He was a badass.
But-
Those are some genes, honestly.
But he was the
Best
older...
houses.
He was the older brother, or his father was the older brother of Daenerys and
Viserys.
Viserys.
Mm-hmm.
So he was the oldest. So he was actually the heir to the throne.
So then Jon Snow's father is who again?
Rhaegar Targaryen.
And is he in House of Dragon?
No, he dies in Robert's rebellion. Robert kills him because Rhaegar apparently kidnaps Lyanna Stark and kills her and
Robert was the one that had to visit the Stark woman he loved so much grave underneath, right?
Yes, that's
okay,
Robert.
yes, that's the one okay.
King Bobby B.
But it was all a lie. All a lie. He didn't connect them. I mean, so...
Which we find out later.
So Jon was the heir to the throne above Daenerys
Yeah,
and Viserys.
that would have killed her claim immediately and completely. And I don't know where her storyline would have ended. I don't know if she would have.
That's insane.
Right. I don't know if she would have been like, no, screw you, this is mine because you're not a true Targaryen, or if she would have been like.
I think before the ending, she probably would have handed it over, just in the sense that she was so good-hearted. I mean, I'm just saying maybe. I'm not saying for
before
sure.
the ending, absolutely,
Yes.
she probably would have, and she would have, been embracing
if
family.
it was by rights, yes.
Yeah.
But instead, she bangs him.
I mean,
lucky him.
And the problem with Daenerys is that the armies that she commanded were not loyal to her because she was a Targaryen. They were loyal to her because of the things she did on the other continent.
Right.
So they wouldn't be loyal to Jon Snow. They were loyal to her.
Unless she ordered it, right?
Well, yeah, but
I mean,
maybe.
I'm just saying maybe.
That makes me think of Robert Baratheon's quote at the beginning when he's talking to Cersei, like in the first season, and she's talking to him, and he asks her, "What do you think is stronger, 5 armies or 1?" And she says, 5. He says, 5 armies, 1. 1 army standing behind 1 leader with 1 purpose, and that's exactly what Daenerys Targaryen had.
Yeah.
Jon would not have had that. He would have had Stannis challenging him. He would have had Joffrey challenging him. Renly until he died. Balon. Robb Stark.
Greyjoy?
Yeah, Balon Greyjoy. Robb Stark was King of the North. Well, not yet. I guess. Before Ned Stark.
But because he was Lyanna's son, and that would come out too, he might have had the North. Might.
Yeah.
But that would be it. And the North, as we know, is kind of torn, and they're just so politic-driven, like the phrase. I mean, who are they with? And
they were with themselves.
And then the other ones that
how much time? 10 minutes?
Yeah.
You got
Technically 7.
Yes.
We were 3 minutes in.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah, so I mean, there's a lot of loyalty issues that are going to come. I mean, probably he's going to become an instant target.
Oh, absolutely.
I guess it just, do they respect the wall, and does he stay on the wall?
I feel like he would, just for protection, because there he would actually have, Alistair Thorne. He would have him who's probably already thinking like, oh, my king, heir to the throne, whatever. That would be probably the safest place for him.
So let's say he stays on the wall. Okay, so he's not a threat. More than likely, there's people are still going to try to kill him. They're going to send assassins, or they're going to try to set him up for whatever.
Well, good luck to them.
What was the wife of Ned Stark?
Catelyn Stark.
Did she never found out though, did she?
No, which also would have changed too.
That's such a letdown. That is such a. I wish she would have found out.
I can't believe he didn't tell her.
He should have told her, exactly. She should have known the whole time, because how can you just sit by and let this poor boy be treated that poorly?
Yeah,
And then let his own wife think that he was a cheater the whole time.
Exactly. Catelyn wouldn't have said anything. He would have been more honorable to just tell her the truth and keep it between them. That actually was a big flaw in the whole story, and I'm not gonna lie, it pissed me off.
She should never have died not knowing the truth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, because obviously she died at the Red Wedding, right?
But not in the story. In the actual books, she dies in the Red Wedding. They slit her throat. They throw her in the river. But the Brotherhood finds her body, brings her back, and they bring her back to life. Thoros of Myr, who brings back Beric Dondarrion, the guy who dies 6 times and comes back to life, they bring her back to life, and she becomes Lady Stoneheart. Not knowing of her past life, but she's alive in the books.
I would think that you would have to do that pretty quick before your body started decaying away, you would think.
Well, it depends on how cold the river was.
I guess.
I mean, it will preserve you longer, not forever, but like if they threw her in the river, maybe they found her, maybe she washed ashore right away.
Yeah.
That's how it happened in the books, and I feel like that would have been such a badass storyline to enter into.
That would have been awesome.
So badass.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's beside the point.
Definitely changes a lot though, because if Thorne isn't out to get him and he doesn't get killed.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't release some of his obligation to be in the Night's Watch.
That's true.
And so he doesn't leave. You know, there's a lot of the story that probably changes as far as the White Walker piece to it.
Maybe he still dies, but instead he is successfully killed by an assassin, or be it something that is sent to kill him by someone else.
Because I mean, you're a Baratheon, or a Lannister, or whoever has the throne.
Mm-hmm.
He's a threat.
Yeah, the biggest threat.
He's a Targaryen, especially with Daenerys over here amassing an army on the other continent.
That's true. You know what?
I remember when Ned was telling Robert Baratheon, "You don't need to worry. They basically having to cross the ocean." Ned never believed they could actually do it. Like, you remember when he's sitting there telling Baratheon they won't cross the ocean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish he would have been alive to see that. He had so much doubt in the Targaryens, but like, bro.
I hate that he died. I love Ned Stark.
He had to die though, just story based. Like, there was no way that someone that honorable and that loved wasn't gonna make it, or was gonna make it.
Because he and Jaime Lannister in the first, obviously the only season he's in,
Mm-hmm.
man, I thought they were gonna really have it out.
I really wish they would have finished that duel,
Mm-hmm.
and that guard wouldn't have stepped in.
Jaime was so pissed at the guard.
He should have killed that guard. Just hitting him wouldn't be enough for me.
Well, because I think he respected the fact that Ned Stark was giving him one hell of a fight.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Ned Stark's no pansy.
Yeah.
No, and that was probably the last real fight that Jaime Lannister had before he lost his ability. Because he attempted with Brienne on the King's Bridge, on the King's Road, but that guy wasn't up to his strength, so that wasn't even a fair fight. I wouldn't consider that a fight.
Yeah.
I would like to have seen a prime Jaime against a prime Jon Snow, but I think Jon Snow just goes right through him.
Yeah.
Jon Snow is the best swordsman, I think, in the series.
Well, I think Aragorn would have tore him all up. But
Yeah, he was a badass.
You put a sword in Joffrey's hand, game over.
Yeah.
He'd cut that butter right up.
And don't forget, Daenerys Targaryen's brother.
Mm-hmm. It's all I wanted.
But the crown's it's all that I wanted. It's such a pansy.
He makes the Viserys name. He puts the Viserys name to shame.
Hey, easy. He's a good man.
No, Viserys the First was a good, somewhat good man. He was a good king.
I love
In my
it, brother. These sleazeballs that are in these guys crack me up.
Yeah.
Littlefinger.
For me, it's Bronn. I like Bronn. Tyrion's basically his right-hand man.
Oh, I do too. The guy that fights for him when they're at Caitlyn, or is it Caitlyn is her name?
Yeah. They were the
sister.
Mm-hmm.
Where they, isn't he the one that actually fought for Tyrion Lannister? Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I love that guy.
He has honor.
But Tyrion's my favorite character, though.
Yeah.
But you like those little slime balls, don't you?
Yes, I do. They're
Tyrion
great.
is a great character. I'm with him there. I love Tyrion Lannister.
I did too. I like him, but Matt has an affinity for these.
They're just lowlifes, and like they crack me up.
But Tyrion had, what is the word? Redemption. Not redemption, but he had development.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the man, he started as a whoremonger, as they called him. Just, we see him just starting off in a brothel at the
Just
north.
drinking and whoremongering.
And
He
then
conspired against
becomes the
his. He conspired against his queen.
I don't want to talk about that. That was poor writing.
Okay.
That was poor writing by
that last
by the
season
writers.
was that last season.
bullshit. Excuse
Yeah.
my French.
Okay, but what happens if it is revealed that Jon Snow is who he is before the execution of Ned Stark? I mean, obviously you have Joffrey, and he's the one that's making the decision. And I remember Cersei trying to talk him out of executing Ned Stark. At least she thought it would be better to send him to the wall.
Yep.
And so, and that future topic, guys, what if he did indeed listen to his mother and send Ned Stark to the wall? Could be a future topic right there.
Right.
That could be.
I mean, I don't think
A lot could have happened there too.
I don't think it's going to matter before his death or after his death. I think that you asked the key question. Robert Baratheon's dead. Because if Robert hears about it, he's sending an army. There's no assassins. He's sending an army to get Jon Snow.
But Joffrey, if he found out too after, say Ned Stark's right there ready to get his head chopped off. He says, "Wait, I have one thing to say. My bastard Jon Snow is the true son of Rhaegar Targaryen and Lyanna Stark." Lets it all out there and then gets executed. That, I think, is just going to light a fire under Joffrey's ass.
It would have to be done. It couldn't be a death statement. He would have to write something and have it posted and out there.
Were you thinking maybe it was just a desperate attempt of a guy about to die or something?
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah.
But Joffrey he's a threat no matter what. And they're going to kill him. They're going to try their best. And unless the North comes up to protect him.
They might. He is one of the North.
Yeah, because what would you do if you were king and you had the true heir? Even though you don't recognize him, he's still the true heir. What are you going to do?
Well, it's a hard situation. Am I Joffrey or am I Stannis?
You're always been Joffrey to me.
Well, you probably have to be whoever's sitting on.
Sorry, Randy. What?
Well, he's probably a threat to both of them.
Yeah, he would be. Stannis wouldn't take that, especially being Targaryen. The Baratheons rebelled against the Targaryens. They wiped them out. So Stannis would be like, all right, we're moving north. Let's take this army north and get rid of this last Baratheon. And
Stannis Baratheon don't tell me, is he the brother to Robert?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, the younger brother.
Nope.
He's older.
Older one.
Okay.
With the red woman.
Oh, okay, him. Then who's the other one that's there? Isn't there one more?
Yeah, there's
Renly.
another. Yeah,
that's what I'm thinking. We like Renly, right?
He was a good guy, yeah.
Yeah.
Minus obviously his ways weren't accepted back in the day, so that's why they didn't want him.
Are you just talking about was he the homosexual?
He was gay, yes.
Yeah, no, I like the character.
No, he was a good man.
Yeah.
The way he died was not fair.
Definitely.
I did not like Stannis. I absolutely loathed Stannis.
Well, isn't he the one that had the daughter that had that dragon skin or something?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it was all of the Seven Kingdoms that rebelled against the Targaryens. The thought was that Ned Stark could have been king if he had wanted it. And Robert, even in the first season, I think they talked about that when he was talking to him about it. He didn't want it. And so Robert got it after Ned, basically. I don't know if Robert would have still got it, but Ned was like, I don't want that. I just want to go home.
Yeah.
But yeah, they all
That's
rebelled.
true.
Because he was a mad king. He was killing people left and right. He had all the wildfire stuff underneath the city. He was going to blow up the city.
God, yeah.
And weren't they going around killing a bunch of bastards from Robert Baratheon?
Yep.
That was
Joffrey. Joffrey's orders, yep.
Yeah,
Cersei knew nothing about
one
it.
of them was the blacksmith, right?
Yeah, Gendry.
Mm-hmm.
Gendry Rivers, but in turn, Daenerys makes him Gendry Baratheon.
Doesn't he end up getting a thing with Arya?
Yeah.
Well, she didn't want to die a virgin. So
that was pretty much it. And then he gets Storm's End, which is the home of the Baratheons. And then he tries to propose to Arya, and she's like, "No, man, you have fun. Go find another chick who's actually a lady. I'm gonna go sail west."
Yeah.
It's in the books or something?
No, that was in the show.
Oh, okay. It was in the movie. Yeah. Movies, shows.
Yeah, he comes to her when Denny makes him the Lord of Storm's End. He goes straight to Arya and he's like, "Be my lady and come to Storm's End with me."
Because I remember Mandy kind of wishing Arya would have chose differently.
Well, yeah, but that wasn't Arya.
No. She wasn't your traditional woman.
I wish that
woman, yeah.
Sansa would have chosen differently. Sansa should have ended up with Tyrion, in my opinion. Oh my god, sorry. That's like the biggest what if. She should have ended up with Tyrion. I know that's weird, and the age difference was just so odd, but as far as all of the love interests that she potentially had in the show, Joffrey, Ramsay, Tyrion, who she married, and then, I think I'm missing one. No, that was.
I mean, she was willing.
Littlefinger tried getting at her too.
Yeah. I mean, she was willing to. She was willing to do the deed with Tyrion, but he was the gentleman. But she wasn't attracted to him. She was like,
No, but at the end of the series, like during the long night, I really liked how close they got. They were in the crypt together, and they just kind of held hands as they thought they were gonna die together. And then, given everything they've been through with like the earlier seasons 2 to 3 or 2 to 4, I think it would have been a beautiful matrimony.
That's
in my
Sophie
opinion.
Turner, right?
Yeah.
I think she's playing the new Laura Croft.
She's also Phoenix in one of the new X-Men.
Oh,
right?
is she? Yeah, I think they're gonna do it. She's gonna be also the new Laura Croft. I wish they would have kept the one chick that did it though, because I thought that chick was phenomenal. I forgot her name. She's got a weird name. She was in the latest Jason Bourne, but she did a really good job.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
But yeah,
So if Jon Snow manages to survive until the point where Daenerys touches down and is there, or how do you think Daenerys is going to react when she hears that her
nephew.
older?
Wasn't Jon Snow
Mhm.
Daenerys' nephew?
I think Dad had it on the money. Early season, Daenerys would have welcomed family like that with open arms, like especially knowing if he was a good man and stuff.
Power was never a thing for her. It didn't seem like power was the most important thing. I think she just wanted loyalty.
And to go home
Mm-hmm.
and be welcomed home.
I mean, yeah, and she definitely flipped the script in the very end. I mean,
Well,
Well, she went
writers
mad. She went mad.
but isn't that the way it is?
The writers.
That was a Targaryen thing. That's how they wrote it. Is that the Targaryens have this like
Didn't they have a
mad-
history of going insane?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The writers of the show wrote it that way. George R.R. Martin has not written the ending.
Right.
So there still is no actual official Game of Thrones ending to it.
Right.
We don't know if she went mad. But did she go mad is my question, because I'd be pissed too. Like, F you, Cersei, I'm gonna burn down, the Red Keep and stuff too. I would have
What's
done the
funny
same.
is I wasn't satisfied like a lot of people, but at the same time, I could literally relate because when you saw what they did to her handmaiden, what was her name?
Missandei?
Yes.
Yeah.
There was just absolutely no reason. And the second, and I think the second that Cersei did that, she may have realized she signed her own death warrant.
She flipped that was a switch for Dany. I think she just got pissed off and she said, screw this and screw you, because
It's all going down now.
You didn't see
Missandei
her
died in
eyes,
chains. I would have done the same.
So in a sense, you may not like it, but can you blame Daenerys?
I can't.
She killed a lot of innocent
She
people.
freed Missandei.
Did she or did Cersei by not literally at least trying? I mean, the second you kill someone that close to someone, all bets are off, man. And you know as well as I do, there are casualties of war that are innocent
Up
people.
until a point, but then they were ringing the bells. And the ringing bells meant full surrender, the troops laying down their weapons.
Well, there is a thing called too little too late.
Well, also, how are you gonna sit here and paint Daenerys a mad woman when Cersei blew up the Sept of Baelor with how many innocent people in it and around it? That bitch wasn't mad?
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry, that shit. Ooh, it makes me
she
heated,
was
because
corrupt.
how is Dany the only crazy bitch here when
She's not.
Cersei reversed the roles, put Dany and Jaime in chains, have Dany chop Jaime's head off right in front of Cersei? What's Cersei gonna do with her elephants?
Oh, I hear ya.
Or not? Obviously, she
But-
doesn't have dragons, but like, come
when
on.
you saw what they did to her handmaiden, would they slit her throat and then just let her drop?
Yeah, her head fell onto the ground.
Yes. Okay. When you saw that, tell me you didn't have instant rage. I raged.
I did too.
Right.
I raged. And guess what? Like I said, it is war though, and in war, innocence. War sucks on any level, be it make believe, be it real life. But
But there's a big difference between fighting people that are fighting you and people surrender. So when they surrender, they drop their weapons. She's still going to get her mitts on Cersei. But you don't have to keep killing all those
the
people.
same goes to the handmaiden. She was obviously surrendered. She
Mhm.
was captured.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just saying, I don't, and I see both points, by the way, very equally. I'm just saying, the one thing I'll hold true to, though, even though the ending was kind of disappointing, I will always understand Daenerys' mindset.
Yeah, and they portrayed in the story that she was mad. That's what they wanted. The writers, not George Martin. They wanted you to believe that she went mad. And
I mean, we went over, but that's okay. We don't have to keep it right at 20 minutes. But I'm going to say this. I was also pissed off when we lost the dragon to the walkers.
Yeah. Viserion.
But let me ask you something. I know we're over.
That's okay.
They can't go in water. How'd they get the chains around that dragon's body?
Why can't dragons go in water?
No, the White Walkers.
White Walkers.
Oh, yeah. The White Walkers. Okay.
How did that happen? Like they just hooked on to the dragon and pulled it out. Like what?
I
They
guess they
fished
had.
it out.
I guess they had a way somehow. Maybe they had big hooks or something. But it just
Magic.
seemed kind of funny.
What, meat hooks. Wait.
Because you can't have your meat.
All right. Well, anyway, guys, that was a good topic, man. Thanks for doing it. I knew you guys would run away. You guys do know more about it. That's why I have questions. I've only seen it once, but we're slowly watching it again. I think we're on like episode 7.
Nice.
Alrighty. Well, on that note, I'll do all that fun stuff for us guys on YouTube. Thank you. And on that note, I'm outro.
You too.
See you.